Hey everybody, Ben Bachmeyer with Dead Air Silencers, and today we're going to talk about how to properly maintain and clean your RXD30Ti suppressor. Before we get started, something that we want to consider is just the use of nitrile or latex gloves. We're going to be dealing with suppressors that have already been shot, which means that there's going to be some lead contamination inside the suppressor. And two, we're going to want to consider wearing nitrile gloves if we're dealing with any chemicals or any kind of cleaning agents. If you have questions about the assembly or disassembly of the RXD30Ti suppressor, go ahead and reference the video on that. It's important to note that it's easier to clean your suppressor sooner rather than later. Generally speaking, you can get about 1,500 to 2,000 rounds through your suppressor before you need to start thinking about cleaning it. Before we get started, let's go ahead and talk about some of the critical surfaces on your suppressor as well as on the accessories that are attached to them that we need to keep an eye on during our maintenance phase. So the first type of interface that we're going to want to talk about is threads. The front of the RXD30Ti has an R series thread pitch on the front for your front cap, and on the rear of the suppressor there's an 1 3/8" 24 thread pitch. You're going to want to make sure that the threads on both the front and the rear are clean of any debris. So if there is any lead fouling or any debris, you can go ahead and use a copper or bronze brush, or you can just use a shop towel with a little bit of oil to go ahead and wipe that clean. The next critical surface that we're going to want to talk about is a taper or a parallel surface that's going to create alignment in the suppressor or any of the accessories. An example of that taper is on the front of the suppressor, and it's what the flash-hiding front cap actually interfaces with. On both the front cap as well as the suppressor main body, we're going to want to make sure that taper right there is clean and free of any debris. So you can go ahead and use a shop towel with a little bit of oil, or you can use a brass, copper, or nylon brush to scrub that out. The next surface that we're going to want to talk about is the rear mating surface between the suppressor body and the direct thread brake mount. This is an engineered surface and it's held to a very tight tolerance. It's providing a lot of the alignment that you're getting to the bore of the suppressor. If there's any debris or anything on that surface or on the direct thread brake at this portion here, we're going to want to go ahead and clean that up, remove it with either the brush or a little bit of oil and a shop towel. Just make sure that it's clean before reinstalling on the suppressor. Lastly, we want to ensure that the taper as well as the threads on the RXD30Ti front cap are clean and free of any debris. And most importantly, we want to make sure that all of the apertures or bore of said products are also clean. Now that we've covered all of the critical surfaces, you're probably wondering, how do I clean the inside of the RXD30Ti suppressor? To clean the main suppressor body, there are two main methods. One, an ultrasonic tank, or two, a commercial off-the-shelf cleaning solution. In the ultrasonic method, you're going to want to fill your ultrasonic tank up with a non-corrosive agent. Make sure that your suppressor is fully submerged. Run the system for about 15 to 20 minutes, and when finished, come back and check to make sure that it's actually clean. If it's not, you might have to repeat that step several times over. If you're going to use an ultrasonic tank, never use any heat and never use any corrosive chemicals. So the second methodology is a commercial off-the-shelf suppressor cleaning solution. Most of the cleaning solutions on the market are going to require you to submerge your suppressor in a fluid for a certain amount of time. Once that's done, you're going to remove the suppressor from that fluid, flush it out, let it dry, and then reassemble it before you use it on any of your firearms. It's important to note that different manufacturers will have different instructions. Just make sure that once you buy your cleaning solution, you follow their instructions. If you have any further questions, please refer to your owner's manual, or you can email us at info@deadairsilencers.com. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.